Hey guys, welcome back to Firewood on the Hill. My name is Matt. Today we got some sawing to do. We kind of split up everything we had last video, so today we're going to do some sawing. First thing I'm going to do is start with this pile right here. If I can get this pile done and split, then I can get down to all that down there that's already split. I don't know if I remember, like a long time ago, me and my dad came up here and cut everything that I had in the yard. So that's all still down here. This section right here still needs to cut up a bunch, but you can see we cut pretty much all of it. But these loads over to the right, these were new loads. As you can see, I got backed up, and that's the newest load. So what we're gonna do is we'll go ahead and knock this load out first. That way we can bring it closer to the splitter, and then we'll probably start on that one. We'll see how far we get today. All right, guys, so I started this firewood journey in February of 2022. It is now January 2023. You know, now that I've gotten almost a year under my belt, I would like to tell y'all a little bit about my experience, some things that I wish I knew starting. And one thing, it has to do with sharpening. That was the biggest struggle for me at first, was sharpening chains. So I tried the hand sharpener, and I just felt like I wasn't getting the right angles that I needed, you know, like the 25-degree or the 30-degree, depending on the chain. So that was my struggle at first, and now other people may not have the struggle, but that was my struggle. So I would go and get gadgets like the 2-in-1 or the Harbor Freight sharpener. The 2-in-1, I have no issues with that, other than the fact that I feel like once you sharpen enough with that chainsaw sharpener, it only sharpens the top part of the chain and doesn't really get down in the gullet really well. So that would be my con on that sharpener. The sharpener does fantastic. I used it most of the time. The Harbor Freight machine sharpener I loved it because it gave me the perfect angle, perfect sharpness, all that good stuff. But there's two problems with it. One, it was taking too much metal off the chain, so it was shortening the life of the chain because I couldn't sharpen as much. And then the second thing was, because I was taking too much metal off the chain, I was having to bring down the rakers so much more than what I was used to. Which, that's fine and dandy, but at the same time, it's like when I usually sharpen, I was sharpening, and I only would go like 2 passes on the rakers and be done, or 3 passes or whatever. Well, that wasn't doing it for me with that chainsaw sharpener, the machine, because it was just taking so much more off than I thought. So if I was going to sum this up, I would tell you, go get you a hand sharpener and learn it, and you're going to be better off. Okay, I mean, it took me a while to finally come back to it, but once I finally came back to it, I was like, I can't believe I messed around with all these other things. And you know, all the big dogs are always like hand file, hand file, hand file. We all think because we were new that we couldn't do it, but you can. You just got to practice. But that is my lesson of the day. We're going to do some cutting. As y'all know, the 400 is still my favorite saw. Here she is. I still have the 20-inch bar on it. I did try the 25-inch bar on it, and I did not like it at all. As you can see, this is with the standard bar, not a light bar, but the standard 20-inch bar, and you can see that the tip is going down. Well, it was way off balance with the 25 light bar. It was way off balance. So the two things that I noticed is when I put the saw on the ground, immediately the chain hit the ground first because it's not balanced. And even if I sit it down on the ground, the weight of the bar is still so heavy that it leans the chainsaw down, and your chain is on the ground. 25-inch bar is nice, but then again, I'm using this 400 for weight, and putting a 25-inch bar on it kind of defeats that purpose. I got everything marked up with my handy dandy marker. All right, guys. My chain got really dull there at the end, but I didn't want to stop because I didn't want to put a new chain on it and dull it down. A lot of this stuff is really nasty. So it's sitting here for a while. It's a little mix of everything. I got some hickory, some sweet gum, which I hate. Looks like some birch. A little bit of oak, but yeah, these couple pieces I'll cut with my new chain because they're up, not dirty. All right, guys, got it all cut up other than a couple pieces right here. That's the pile we got now, so we're ready to split that. All right, guys, that's all I got today. We got a little cutting done so we can do some splitting next time. You know, I might split by myself tomorrow. Sadie made the joke that I don't split without help now, so which is kind of true. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe. We'll catch you next time.